Getting your bank properly set up is one of the biggest time saves you can do for yourself in old school RuneScape. Whether you are PKing, skilling, bossing, or raiding, having your bank properly organized will save you an incredible amount of time. Hi, my name is Paul, and I'm probably one of the earliest World of Warcraft refugees, and I quit around Shadowlands because that expansion was dog. But since my time in RuneScape, I've achieved quite a bit on the PVM and the PvP side of things. Whether that's conquering the Inferno or unlocking new bounty hunter armors, the organization of my bank has made the game significantly easier for me. I'm never going to waste time forgetting a potion or missing an important piece of gear on a boss. My bank allows me to transition to any activity in the game seamlessly, and I'd like to pass that on to you as well. Enjoy, gentlemen.
Alright, before we get started, let's go ahead and like and subscribe to the video for me. And if you really appreciate my videos or they've helped you out a ton and you're just super thankful and you got the change to spare, you can become a channel member. That does help out a lot, but don't feel like you have to do that. Like and subscribing, more than good enough. But now let's talk about bank tags. I think bank tags is like one of the most ridiculous plugins in the game. It's the reason why I can do everything so fast and re-gear for everything so fast and just get ready for any activity in like 30 to 40 seconds. Let's have a look-see, right? Let's come over here. These are bank tags. These things on the left side of my bank, like you have your normal bank tabs up here, right? These are tabs. Well, these on the left are tags. Like, I got tags for everything I like to do, like low risk PKing, Mage Wildy Slayer, Range Wildy Slayer, Melee Wildy Slayer. We got TOA rating, Chambers rating, Tob rating. We got all my clue stuff, all the Desert Treasure 2 bosses and Phantom Muspa in here. We got all the Demon bosses in here, including the new boss Mocha. So if it's weak to Demon Bane and it's a boss, it's probably in here. Like here's. Yeah, this is a Yama setup. This is a Yama setup. Another Yama setup. I used to have Krill Tussaroth in here, but I completely greenlogged that boss, except for the pets, and all of his combat achievements are done. We got a Borkath section in here for ranging and meleeing. We got Zulrah, which all sorts of ways to kill Zulrah. We got melee, mage, avoid, combo, range, camp. All my crafting stuff. Royal Titans. Royal Titans are fun. We got next stuff in here. All sorts of next setups in here. And then this is a random tab that isn't relevant to anybody. This is the Inquisitor stuff, Barrows stuff here. We got my Soul Wars and Castle Wars stuff. We got my Zuck stuff here. We got my Sarachnis tab. Like, I have tabs for everything, man. Every single type of tag you can think of. Just like my Bounty Hunter tag. I'm really proud of this tag. This tag allows me to re-gear extremely quickly, and I can abuse my opponents and force them to skip because I can get out into the crater much faster than them. If that was pure jargon to you, Bounty Hunter is lame. Never go there unless you are absurdly rich. Okay? Fuck Bounty Hunter. Just straight off the bat. Screw that place. Don't go there. It's toxic. It's the most toxic thing imaginable. But that's what this tab is for, to abuse those people, because they deserve it. But yeah, that's enough about bank tags, and what I'd like to talk about next is equipment tabs. So let's go into that real quick. Alright, let's talk about equipment tabs now. Alright, let's come over here. And then, so we got done talking about bank tags. It's a great RuneLite plugin, right? This stuff, well, this is my equipment tab. My tab, right? And so I have it organized by column, right? So if it's up and down, it's a column, and if it's left and right, it's a row. So for example, this is the helmet row, and this is the mage column. Same thing over here. This is the range column, and this is the chest row, right? Up and down is a column, left and right is a row. I learned that in trigonometry class. Didn't know what they were before. I just thought I'd just go, what about this line and then that line? I'm stupid. It's fine. But I have this organized like this. You don't have to organize like this. It doesn't matter how. I don't care how you organize your bank. It doesn't matter. I'm not like the authority on bank organization. But I do. And even if your bank is poorly organized, it's way better than it not being organized at all. Do something. Like, have a theme for each column of your bank. Or maybe you don't like to organize your bank by columns, right? Maybe you want to organize it by row. Maybe you want a mage row. Or, right? You can totally do that. Now, I didn't do that personally, because there's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Right there, down to the glove slot is 8 items, right? And
it's not very feasible to have all your mage items that you want to equip for like your best in slot stuff when you only have 8 options per row here. The columns go down for pretty much forever. So that's totally fine. Also, look at this little extra organization. Look, we got the mage stuff, and then we got a range book, and then melee. Look at that. Now it's organized the way it's up here. Look at that. The bottom of this is a little less organized, but the top, everything from pretty much up here onward is very organized. From after we get down here, it gets a little scuffed up here. It's a little scuffed over here, but that's because there's just too many items in this freaking game. But the vast majority of it's very, very organized, right? Like the mage column looks good, range column, and then we got a ring row here, we got a neck row, cape row, boot row, and then gets a little. There's not a lot of great gloves in this game. I found out, like they could only pretty much if you have these gloves, like if you have best in slot mage, range, melee, and barrows gloves, not a whole lot. Do you want me to put a combat bracelet here or something? I ain't doing that. I'm never gonna equip a combat bracelet. And I got my serp helms here. Love that. Look at all my shields, all my offhands. I could get the whatever, but look at this. Look, I love the theme I got here. I got all the green. I got a little organization within organization here, and it's color coded. I'm a sick man. I'm a sick man. Yeah, that's it. Just organize your equipment. Just something like this. I recommend organizing your equipment by column. I even have like a prayer gear column right here. Just organize it by column is all I'm saying, boys. Because there's this. For whatever theme you want for each column, you have a lot more space to work with. And then, to be honest, this range, since there's not a lot of like range ammo types I use, it was find organize things by row instead of by column. Like I'm not going to have there's just not enough like different arrow variants I'm going to use for me to justify, like they're not going to be like 13 deep. Like you can equip like 11 items at a time, and obviously 11 items for each style going in a row is not going to work. But for ammo, that's not the case. Like these are all I keep these ammos here like this because I PK all of these darts. Like I PK'd 500,000 mithril darts and just didn't bother to sell them because they're not worth very much. And we got the bolts, and this is not like as organized as it could be, right? This could be more organized. But this is organized enough for me to understand what's going on here. And that's all I'm asking that you do, boys, is just organize your stuff enough that you understand what's going on in the bank tab and you can retrieve it quickly. And then we got the rune tab. I got all my runes in here, and I have them organized by value and by element. So I have all like the non-elemental runes organized by value first, and I did that by row just because there's not enough runes to justify doing it by column, right? And then we have all the elemental runes, also organized by how much they cost. Actually, that's a lie, but it's fine. They're organized. You can tell what's going on here. This is my rune tab. You know these are runes, and they're generally organized by value. Even if it's poorly organized, it's just like having a bad plan is having better than no plan. Same thing here. Being like not the best organized is better than not being organized at all. And then my teleport tab, I'm pretty happy with this one. Like we got all my diary teleports, we got all my like teleport tab teleports, all my rings of dueling. I do this because if I don't do this tab becomes an absolute mess of junk, and my rings of dueling will end up all over my bank. I didn't do that with games necklaces because I don't use games necklaces at all. And then all my cape teleports, or I guess this doesn't teleport, but I put it there just because to make it 2x8, right? Like 2 rows and 5. That's 2x10. I'm stupid, or 2x5, whatever. Yeah, all my teleports are in here, are nice and organized. We like that. And then I have these are the things that you use to charge each thing. So you need frozen tears to charge the pendulum of H, for example. Same thing with Lizardman Fangs and Zarek's talismans, big bones for the giant soul amulet. This stuff. Lots of stuff, and then I got some other cool teleport items. I don't know why these are here. These aren't teleport items, but these are clues. Clues are obviously. I keep my clues on my teleport tab because generally, if you're doing clues, you are teleporting a ton. And I got my Ring of Shadows from Desert Treasure 2. I also have Ring of Shadows in my equipment tab as well, but these are uncharged, and I use these for PKing all the time, or just for all kinds of stuff. Whenever I need to bring a low-risk ring, and this thing is about as good as a Brimstone ring for 45k. Brimstone ring is dead content, and it's like 3 mil. Barely better than a Ring of Shadows. Beat Desert Treasure 2, boys. It's dope. Yeah, that pretty much is it for the teleport tab. And then my potion tab. My beautifully organized potion tab. Now, if you have potion storage, that's great and everything, but my problem with potion storage is it takes these potions out of your bank and then puts them over here on the left where your bank tags are, and then that will mess with your bank tags. That is unacceptable to me. I want to be able to grab, because like what would happen is if I had potion storage, if I believe I'm correct on this, I can get my equipment out, but then I can't just grab my potions from my bank tag, right? I would have to go into the potion tag on the left that's provided by the game and then grab the potion. And that adds literally 2 extra steps for no reason. And that makes me bank less quickly, which completely defeats the point of what I'm trying to do with this video. So it's up to you if you want bank storage. The coolest thing about bank storage is, like, I'm fucking... Did you see how much bank space this takes up? This is a ton of bank space being taken up, right? And yeah, so like a ton. This is a huge waste of bank space is this potion tab. The biggest justification for potion storage is to save you bank space. And that's pretty much the only reason why I would do it, is just to save bank space. But man, just having these potions here readily available, especially within my bank tags, way too important to me. Way too important. I just appreciate that way too much to be able to let that go just for some bank space. So that's enough about the potions. And this is my potion making tab. I got all my potions set up in a way. Now Iron Man do this way more ridiculously. They'll make bank tags for this stuff. I only do this for potions I really use, because I'm not 99 Herblore, so I'm not going to buy everything. I could go for 99 Herblore. I could buy 99 Herblore right now. I just don't feel like leveling it up, literally. But sometimes I'll like work down the stacks. I'm always like, I have the grimy Snapdragon into the Snapdragon into the unfinished Snapdragon potion into the red spider egg, and that will make me super restores. And you get the picture. I got Toad Flax for brews, Ranarsh for prayer pots, Dwarfweed for ranging pots and menifying remedies and stuff. You get the idea. You get what I'm trying to do here. But yeah, I have you can take a look at this, and you can pause the video at any time if you want to emulate, if you want to like try to copy my setup as much as possible, make it like yours, or organize yours in your own way. It does not matter. This is a little unorganized. That's okay. You get the idea. Most of it's organized. And this is my cooking tab. I don't really use this anymore. This is just where I store all my food, like in a semi-organized manner. It's kind of hodgepodge a little bit. I mostly care about this. This doesn't matter. These tabs don't matter super a ton, especially if you're using bank tags, because you're going to be usually like having your supplies set up right here, and you're going to access your supplies from your bank tags. You don't necessarily need to specifically do this unless you're on mobile. So if you're on mobile, it might be a great idea to more articulately organize this tab, right? But if you're only to this degree of organization, this is my potions tab too, because you never know. But if you only have this degree of organization on mobile, that's plenty fine. But look at this. I also organized my skilling tab by column as well. Like this is the agility column, the thieving column, mining column, smithing column, hunter column, rune crafting column. Some stuff got spattered around in here that shouldn't be in here. Wood cutting column, fishing column. Like, you get the idea. And this is my junk column, my junk tab. Just pure frickin' junk in here. Absolute junk, boys. This is where and you're gonna need a tab like this, like a kind of like a hoarder tab. There's a whole bunch of stuff in here I could get rid of if I really cared to, but no, not gonna do that. And the reason why I have this is like I have some stuff in here to keep my bank tags organized. Like this is a broken fire cape, that's a broken infernal cape, that's a broken fighter torso, because when you die in bounty hunter, you get there, if you're sub 15 wilderness or 20 wilderness, whatever, if you're not over the 20 wildy line, you don't lose your infernal cape or fire cape. They just get into a broken state that you have to pay money to fix, and that broken item gets creates a bank slot that it gets taken up. So I want to be able to grab those broken items if I accidentally bank them, because I want to use my bank tags so I can bank faster. So that allows me to bank. So if I die and I accidentally bank all my items, I can grab my broken items real quick and then go right back out there. Like here's a broken infernal cape, here's a broken fighter torso, broken Avernic as well. Yeah, see, broken. You just have to pay to fix these, and there's just a thing at Purdue where you can do that. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what that's for. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Just organize your bank. You can pause at any point. If you want a bank tag from me specifically, just message me in game and hit me up on Discord, and I'll send you one of these bank tags if you feel like they're really useful. Like, oh man, I really wish I had this Zora tag or this Royal Titans tag or whatever. Or make your own bank tag and model it after yourself or something. It's good stuff, man. It's good stuff. It's just organizing your bank will just make your life, just make your life easier in RuneScape. Just make things easier and faster, and you'll be able to play the game more. You do have to sit there and organize a little bit. And look at this, we got some free rune crafting XP. Give me that free rune crafting XP. Hell yeah, baby, we like rune crafting XP. Rune crafting is lame to level. Fuck rune crafting. The rune crafting guide. The rune crafting grind. Yep, this stuff right here. That's my lowest stat for sure, and it's gonna probably stay that way forever. Is what made me do the Inferno, because I was like, how I could grind my soul away in rune crafting, or I could get an Inferno cape and just be temporary. I don't know. To me, rune crafting was more miserable than the Inferno. 60 waves of boredom versus eternal boredom. You decide which is worse. But anyway, that's enough rambling. Organize your banks, boys. Organize them. And if you'd like to join my clan, the Wild Raiders, hit me up in game, man. We'll get it done. We do wilderness stuff. All sorts of wilderness stuff. Raiding, everything. We do it all. It's good stuff. It's fun. I appreciate you all for liking and subscribing. You have a good one, boys.